Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Board Games Unlocked, and Devin and I are starting Cycle 2 for Aeon Trespass Odyssey. We're here, we did it, had a little break because, what was it? Oh yeah, it was the end of Cycle 1, where it's like, man, I don't want to start this till the audio narration comes out. Oh, it's out!
Oh, this night! The night we finished the campaign!
You gotta be kidding me! But then they weirdly did Cycle 1 and then like 4 and 5. Mm-hmm. And then 3's not even out yet. Not like we're gonna get there anytime soon. But then Cycle 2 came out. I think because we had finished Divinity. By the time this goes up, Divinity, the series will be over. And then it's like, oh, what do we play next? I have like 18 campaign games. And then we looked it up and it's like, oh, the Cycle 2's audio narration is out. Let's do that then. Keep the train going. So, here we are. I think I have everything transitioned over correctly. Because one, not even a sponsor, but maybe Scribe for ATO or Scribe for KDM, if you have KDM. The best app for... Because they have an app for this, if for some reason you're watching Cycle 2 first. The company, Into the End, has an app for it. It is not as good. But what's cool about this is you just hit Advanced Cycle, and then it does everything automatically for you.
Okay, nice.
So like all the text,
this is the Scribe app.
Yes.
Okay.
So even though within this sexy binder that organizes everything, which is awesome, even when you're removing like all the texts that do not matter anymore, like that's all also just removed. It's like, okay, here are the ones that you pretty much should keep, but everything else is gone. So that's automatically done. And I think, our glyph stayed, our choice matrix, which I forgot, that stays throughout the entire thing.
All cycles?
All cycles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So...
it seemed huge.
It is massive, yeah.
So we have barely touched this.
Yeah.
Did we fuck up somewhere?
I know. Because it goes from A1 to A12, and then that goes all the way down to double F. So it goes all the way down to Z, and then AA, BB, CC. So it's like, yeah, all that carries over. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 12 boxes checked out of whatever, 12 times however many rows there are. So that's all there. Everything carried over. We got our 20 Argo knowledge from Cycle 1. Okay. That stays, so it just adds up and goes to 40 now. Okay. For this one, because every cycle has an Argo. And inward Odyssey. So let's see. Let's dive into the new rules. And we also could have... You don't have to continue your voyage. We could have done a fresh campaign start, but clearly we didn't do that. Okay, special Cycle 2 rules, which I'm not going to read every single one of these, but we have campaign loss. Some lose conditions will refer you to a paragraph that will instruct you how to proceed. If you are not directed to a specific paragraph, simply mark one faded box in the Cruel Aeon Cycle 2 special event. There's an AI 0 card. Some of the primordials in Cycle 2 have an AI 0 card. During battle setup, prepare the AI and BP decks as normal. So looks like just a standard 0. Argo movement within a single tile. Some map tiles include passages you can move from one tile sector to another within the same tile. Usually this requires the use of an additional tech card. If you possess the corresponding technology, you can pay the corresponding cost. You can use such passages during the movement step. Okay. So some tiles we can move during the move step on the same tile. One-way canals. One-way canals are special waterways that are traversable with one side and locked from the other. You do not require any additional technologies to travel through a one-way canal if you are on the side without a lock. Because we're going to Sparta. That's right. In Cycle 2, the default rules of adversary movement apply with the following exception. If there are two equally viable ways for the adversary to move, it prioritizes vertical movement. Okay, so it actually will have it'll go vertical instead. The Chimera Metastasios. That's one of the creatures. Is I guess that's something with pushback, so I'll look that up whenever we actually fight that. Combo! Combo Breaker! Is a mechanic that allows Primordials to perform... Primordials, good. To perform 2 attacks in a row after resolving the first. For the record, what I've seen... I feel like Cycle 2 is like, okay, Cycle 1 was tutorial. Now we're about to fuck you up.
We're taking the kick off.
There's Rock Lee when he drops the weights, and it's like, oh no!
Now that you know how to play.
Put it back on, please! After resolving the first AI card in a round, draw and resolve another AI card. Oh, so Paul Grogan has finally released his 5-part series on how to play Aeon Zen. And I watched all of it before we played again. Mm-hmm. And luckily I was like, there was like 90% of it, I was like, I know all this. One thing that I don't know if we ever really did wrong. I'm sure we did at some point. But you know, like the items that we have to have the opportunity with the exclamation point?
Okay.
Like, if it was like, oh, hey, like a window break.
Yeah, like reflex.
Yeah, reflex. You can only do those in that opportunity. Okay. So you can't just, like, freely do a reflex. Gotcha. So that was one thing that that I heard him say, and I was like, oh. I'm like, maybe we were doing those freely to, like, be like, oh, I want a reflex. But, yeah, those are not free to do. Prisoners. The Cyclonus is not only a fearsome monster, but also an incredibly difficult target. In order to taunt the Argonauts, the Nian equips these beasts with... Okay, so that's an enemy thing. New primordial movement types. I'll look that up whenever we start fighting. Crippled Titans. For most purposes, crippled Titans are treated as if they were dead. Because, you know, the cripple are just... They're barely people. Resolve all effects that trigger on the Titan death, gain Pygmalion stone marks. The only exception is that they will still take up space on the Argo, although they cannot be used in any way. You cannot junction with them in battle, use them for Titan breeding, or lose them as a result of a game effect. Furthermore, if there are only crippled Titans on board when the battle's about to start, you lose the game immediately.
Why aren't they taking them back and giving the old Yeller treatment?
Like, teach me about the rabbits, George. Yeah, face that way. I'll tell
face
you.
The wall.
Okay, gear trait categories. In Cycle 2, many primordial traits and AI cards refer you to your Titan's gear card traits. For this purpose, they have been separated into 2 categories. There's weapon class traits, are exclusive to weapon gear and design the type. These include axe, blade, bow, cestus, club, discus, hammer, javelin, khopesh, knife, shield, slab sword, spear, sword, and whip. If your weapon has more than one weapon class trait, when you declare it as an active weapon, you choose one of them. Okay. There's a bunch of map symbols, restricted, resistance hideouts, Spartan strongholds.
There's weapon classes now?
Yes, there are. There's also hatred and frenzy are conditions representing the Argonauts' furor, clouding their judgment on the situation. They impair your teamwork by disabling your cooperative abilities and also put you at risk of gaining a fated Nemos. Note that when your Titan dies, these conditions are not automatically discarded at the end. So that must be the new conditions like Maze Touched. There's new keywords: armor piercing. During the power roll, ignore hardened, and armor reroll.
Hard.
And then now there's new tokens, which I'm not gonna read all of these, but like there's Black X, Fire X, Rouse X,
Aroused X.
There's Affliction. Cycle 2 introduces new afflictions that can potentially bring the Argonauts severe and long-lasting harm. I've read nothing good in our favor. There's been nothing.
So it's just harder.
Yeah. When you gain any of them, write its name down in the Boons Affliction Notes section of your Argonaut sheet. Be warned that, aside from the effects described below, these afflictions may also bring other harder-to-predict negative consequences. Consumed by Rage is one. Argonauts who are consumed by Rage fight aggressively and recklessly, making them easier targets. They must always apply the Fate X effects, regardless of their actual fate value. So that's base touch.
Oh, okay.
Black Breath. Exposure to raw ambrosia may cause a malignant ailment called the Black Breath. Argonauts suffering from it develop a severe reaction to ambrosia. Their ambrosia limit is lowered by 1. Speaking of, not ambrosia, but despair, one thing that I think we forgot was, despair, it lowered your precision.
Mm-hmm.
You don't suffer those effects if you're adjacent to another Titan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's right.
I did forget about that.
Hold my hand.
I was like, please, help me. I got you. Pygmalion stones are new divine resources that allow you to save the lives of Titans you value the most. Oh, hey, finally something good. During the casualty step of the battle aftermath, you may use Pygmalion stones to save Titans that died during the battle. For each stone you decide to spend, choose one dead Titan. Treat it as if it had survived the battle.
Okay. That's nice.
That is nice.
They're giving us, these legendary Titans.
Yeah. Okay, set abilities. Cycle 2 introduces a set mechanic. It allows you to unlock additional abilities on some gear cards, provided you have a specific number of matching game elements on your Titan. So there's a labyrinth. Like a labyrinth set. The following abilities unlock if you have X plus gear cards with the labyrinth trait equipped on your Titan. Okay, so it kind of builds. Ambrosia set. Same thing. It's not the same thing, I lied. The following abilities unlocked if you have X plus Ambrosia tokens on your Titan. So, interesting. Stepping Stone gear. Cycle 2 introduces the Stepping Stone, a gear card that creates an elevated space. This space is considered to be an elevated terrain tile. Mount. If there's no Titan on the Stepping Stone space, other Titans treat you as an empty elevated space. Any Titan may end its movement on that space. If they do, they immediately climb it. And then weighty, if the stepping stone space on the card isn't empty, you cannot perform voluntary movement. If either you or the Titan on this space are attacked or suffer knockdown, the target resolves the attack as normal, while the other Titan suffers knockback 5. The Strong Eat is a shared trait by most Primordials in Cycle 2. It makes battles much more deadly by modifying your Obel deck. As part of the additional setup, add the removed You Died. I have a Rendezvous with Death Obel to the deck. When you draw it, resolve it as a regular You Died Obel, performing an Awakening roll. Okay. Neat! Spartan Dreamwalkers, Wild Titans encountered in Sparta, are more battle-hardened than their Cretan counterparts, and so are the ones that traveled all the way from Crete with you. All Dreamwalker Titans in Cycle 2 use the Spartan Dreamwalker pattern card instead of their default ones. Okay. I would have to find that pattern card, but transformed weapons. Cycle 2 introduces double-sided cards with the transform keyword. These weapons are used just like any other gear card with the following exception. When you equip a transforming weapon on a Titan, choose which side you want to use at the start of the battle. The face-down side is not considered to be equipped. When you discard transforming weapon, turn that 180 degrees to denote that it is discarded. That's pretty dope. Trireme Argo abilities. So there's refugees now. Refugees represent desperate civilians caught up in the Spartan Civil War, wounded freedom fighters, escaped slaves, children, elderly, and other people in the need of the Argonauts' help. Nian spies will surely attempt to infiltrate the group you allow onto the Argo, but it is a risk you must be willing to take if you are to save this realm from its tyrannical ruler. So they take up crew slots, but they're not considered crew. Mark the slots taken by refugees by putting an R in the triangle space beneath the slot. If you are at the crew limit and gain +1 refugees, you must lose one crew to accommodate them.
Then we're not accommodating.
Yeah, no. They're dead to us. Captives represent captured enemy soldiers and other dangerous individuals who cannot be allowed to freely traverse the decks of the Argo. Captives will take up crew slots, but they're not considered crew. So kind of the same thing. You may lose one captive during the exploration step on a tile. If you do, ignore the... it's a specific tile effect. And there's also defectors. Defectors are unique resources. Notate any separate space on the Argo sheet. I see them. During the course of Cycle 2, you may unlock an Argo upgrade, the 13th Muse Grand Cannon. It is used similarly to Argo abilities. Yeah, we have to get this. It is used similarly to Argo abilities and allows you to support the fighting Titans during battles. All Argo ability rules apply, but they do not count towards your AA limit. Hence, you may use them in each battle in addition to Argo abilities.
13th Muse Grand Cannon.
Yeah. Various adventures and deeds may grant you additional payloads for the 13th Muse Grand Cannon. Alright. And then Gear Ascendancy, which we... I think we actually have a weapon.
Yeah, I mean, like, we had armor that had ascendancy, but it
Yeah.
didn't come in until this cycle.
Right.
So is it extrapolating?
It says read only after being prompted by a game effect, which I would assume is now, because we do have items, so I'll just read it. From this point on, all gear cards have a power level, unless an ability or effect says otherwise. You know, maybe it's not applicable yet.
Okay.
So maybe something will tell us, hey, now they can ascend. But essentially, from what I understand, because I think I read it somewhere else, old weapons suck. It's like they like old like defensive gear gives you less armor, gives you less evasion rerolls. You do less damage because it's just not.
It's rock and bone.
Yeah, you brought the ship's hull. What do you do?
Right.
That's wood.
Yeah.
But that's all the new stuff, which I didn't even read everything there. But yeah, now I don't have to read anymore. Yeah, main story. Are we ready to finally hear?
Fix it.
Dude, I'd have a meltdown. Alright, main story. And
Grab him by the pussy.
Man, I'm excited for whenever that game comes out. Stars of Icarios.
Yeah.
But God, just do better. It's not even their fault.
I know.
Okay. I think this should be it. Okay. What is that? What's the main story? 0. Oh. 001. Okay. It's like no such chapter. Fine. Let me see how this is. Okay. Abysswatchers. Main story. Is it not 001? Did I lie? Is it not actually ready? 0001.
Oh, Breeze Bros. Fuck.
You idiot. Is this... Oh, it is. Okay, now
Nice.
let me just double check that this is the right thing. Yep. A Nian, welcome.
The skies overhead are a roiling black mass. You have neither stars nor the moon to guide you through the murk, and must rely on your instincts and the lanterns aboard the Argo. As you plunge deeper into the night, you become aware of a dull orange glow painting the bellies of the clouds with flickering lights. The first glimpses of land heave into view. Tiny settlements consumed in flame, a tower of fire and smoke moving with slow, sinister purpose among them, leaving a trail of smoldering destruction in its wake. As dawn breaks, the Argo coasts around a headland.
You know what this 1,000,000% sounds like? This is like a opening narration to like an 80s fantasy movie.
Yeah.
Like that's
Dum-dum.
like that's just the vibe I'm getting.
And you spot a large settlement ahead, the port town of Githaion. You find yourself feeling anxious.
Nice way to butcher the pronunciation anymore.
It's difficult to describe sensation. The summons you received was terse and cryptic.
Argonauts, I have watched your struggle with great interest. You laid low the twisting corruptor Temenos, and thus became worthy of an audience. I know who you are, who put you on that forsaken vessel. It is time you learn the true shape of the world. Come to Laconia and meet with me. If you don't, many innocents will suffer.
The message came with a set of Argo keys, baubles treasured by the Argo works beyond measure. For each one unlocks a hidden function of the great ship. No Argo key has ever been found outside of the vessel until now. Apparently, this supreme ruler of the Spartan Empire, the so-called Nian, means business. As you draw up to the bustling dock, a cadre of armored warriors awaits you, their helms gleaming bronze, their breastplates adorned with a white and red motif. Behind them is a lumbering figure who looms even over your largest titan. He is broad, muscular, and covered in scars. His head is bald, his stubby ears lying flat along his skull as a single eye looks down upon the small folk around him with an empty stare. A Cyclops. You've heard of them, but never seen one. They are supposed to live far in the highlands, which they roam in nomadic pastoral tribes. Your surprise fades as you spot the chains that bind the giant. Some affixed to his flesh with deep, cruel hooks.
So they said that was bigger than our Titans? Okay.
Yes, sir. Okay, what does this button do? I don't know what that is. Okay, so, because I don't think it has the reading for the options, which is fine. While your summoning here seems odd, you see no outward reason to act with any hostility. Both the people of the Argo and the people of the Nian's empire will be watching you carefully, so perhaps it would be wise to show tact, or would that just tempt the fates? So we can give the delegation a warm welcome and treat them respectfully. Or these are strangers walking into your home. They could have any number of nefarious purposes for being here, and if their leader remains a complete unknown, you feel it is prudent to keep them at arm's length, at least until you discern their motives, or is it just your paranoia talking? Keep the delegation at a distance and ensure they are carefully watched. I don't know. I'm feeling we were summoned here. I mean,
I feel like arm's length.
You think?
I was
thinking the opposite.
I'm thinking it's suspicious.
I'm thinking, I mean, because of that reason, I think you buddy up with him. Like, play the politics game of being like, hey, you know, like, it's you.
I'm thinking we're going with Sparta. These guys.
That's why we don't want to fuck with them. They have a Cyclops that they
I think they're like, I think we're all at a distance. Like, we all want to gauge each other here.
They have a Cyclops bigger than
I think they'll be off-put. I think they'll be
off
off-put if we come in too friendly.
All right.
I mean, I could do either. Flip a coin.
Sure. Or we'll just do highest roll.
Oh, okay, works for me. Ha! There's my 10, baby. Oh.
All right. Yep.
All right. We're friendly.
Okay. So 0.
My dick's out though.
Like
dick's out under my turban.
Dick's out for Harambe. They're just like they're all eunuchs.
Oh, yeah, that's what it is.
You spread your hands in a wide gesture of greeting. Welcome aboard the Argo. We are thankful for the invitation to your shores and the offer of hospitality from your leader. We are eager to meet with this Nian. Silence, awkward and uncomfortable, stretches out between you. The Spartan soldiers look at you with disapproving scowls, their disdain evident in their posture. You can feel the tension permeate the air around you. You wonder if this was truly wise, if allowing such strangers into your midst was inviting danger into your home.
Oops. Each Argonaut gains +1 fate.
Fate!
And we get an Argo fate.
God.
I would like to say the other option was worse. Still.
Oh, jeez.
We would have gained a danger and a doom.
Oh, so they're just bad. They're just like, we're going to make you feel bad.
These guys hate us
Just
already.
gaslighting us. It's like, yeah, both choices were bad. Yeah.
2 Argo fate.
That's funny.
It's like, what? Guys, why are you so mad? Your person invited us. And then we see 005.
Nian.
I, for the record, love the voice actor.
Mm.
This voice is sexy as hell. It gives. Again, I have heard that voice in like. I wish I could think of the movie, but that is a 80s fantasy movie voice right there. But it also gives me the Oathsworn narrator, just with music in the background, which is nice.
One member of the delegation steps forward. sneering at your words. His entire body radiates hostility. He raises an arm, clicking his fingers. The chained Cyclops lumbers forward, towing a large cart. He glances down at the Spartan with fear in his eye, then looks to you. You recognize the heaviness in his posture, a soul pushed beyond despair and into something resembling apathy. The Spartan commander walks up to the cart and pulls aside the canvas sheet covering its contents. He offers you a smile, devoid of warmth. Here, some gifts for the mighty Argonauts, from the armories of the Nian himself. You look over the cart's contents, surprise catching at your heart as you spy the glimmering steel blades, the polished bronze armor, and a weapon as large as you are tall, perfectly suited for the hands of one of your Titan behemoths. It is made of the maize flesh of Temenos, the material Alcibiades only just unlocked the secrets of, yet this weapon bears the signs of age and use. How did the Nian come by it? What does he know of Temenos and your Titans?
You gain a veritable horde of resources and weapons, too many to count now. You'll check it out later.
Okay.
It's just like, we just figured out this technology.
Nerds.
Fucking losers.
I've had this forever.
Is this Scotch tape? Alright, this is the long one.
Okay.
45 minutes of audio.
Really?
No!
I'm like, no fucking
You look over, this is just wall of text. Yeah, no, we're gonna be
We're
real
gonna just become Madara. Christ.
That's true.
A hush falls over the Acropolis deck. You turn to see the gathering crowds of the Argo's residents parting as a figure approaches. This strange new arrival carries with him an overpowering confidence. As you look at him, you cannot help but feel as though he belongs here, on the upper deck of the Argo. He moves about the ship so naturally, it almost seems as if the very ground belongs to him, his birthright. He is of solid, muscular build, impressively tall and broad in the shoulders, a giant among men. Sheer power pulses through him, almost divine in nature, a radiating presence that inspires awe and a little fear. He bears neither weapons nor armor, instead wearing a simple white robe girdled with a golden thread about his waist. A torrent of golden hair cascades past his bronze features. His piercing blue eyes glance to each of the gathered representatives of the Argo, weighing you up one by one. When he finally speaks, shattering the hushed silence, his voice carries far on the still air.
The mighty Argonauts.
He smiles, a gesture of warmth, the most welcoming you have seen from a Spartan, and yet it is not the smile of a friend. Rather, it is the condescending smile of a mentor looking down on his students.
I am what you aspire to be.
There is coldness there. We just came here for answers. The Argo...
You want answers. Women bear life and men grant death.
Nian paces, his hands gesturing broadly as his eyes scan the crowd surrounding him.
And the world
Okay,
is
cult leader.
cruel and
Jesus.
He looks to the sun, and for a moment you see a spark of anger beyond the vast blue of his eyes.
It does not give. You take or you are taken. Eat or you are eaten.
A knot tight.
Rock Terrio?
Got mad cult leader vibes. Just broad platitudes. Just like, you think that sounds deep? God, who is this guy?
Oh, I see you didn't go to school. Yeah, just narcissist.
Oh god.
Oh man, it's the Nian narcissist. You want to know what he looks like? Because he's an adversary.
He's our big bad.
Yeah. Luckily, we know all this ahead of time, so I'm not like spoiling anything.
Okay.
Also, for the character, because Heraclides retired Hey, never resolved his daddy issues.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So I'm gonna bring in Leo Cools.
Oh,
Leo Cool.
Leo Cool. Okay.
Or Leah Cullis. Who knows how
Leocles? Is it Leocles, maybe?
No, because it's Leocules. And I think the U would not be there.
Okay.
But what the fuck do I know, honestly? Well, you know what? If I wasn't stupid, I would be able to, well, at least...
I mean, they described him pretty good. I mean... Oh, that's his Titan?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
That's something. It might be his Titan. But...
Or whatever form he can take.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, he just sounds kind of God Emperor to me. Golden features, golden hair,
yep.
Broad, blue
big
eyes.
dick, women slaves,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. But no, I think the creatures for this one are like way cooler than the ones for Cycle 1.
Awesome.
It's in the pit of your stomach. You've heard many priests before, and the Nietzschean's rhetoric sounds troublingly familiar to you. The Spartans watch him with adoring affection, and you can even see some of your own men nodding at his words. The women, though, their gazes are cold. They know what these truths of the supposed natural order tend to bring. We did not come here for lessons.
I do not care what you came here for.
He looks at your crew, his gaze lingering on the women among you.
You will learn your place in the world. I give you 80 days and nights to make your way to my Temple of Man and defeat me in combat. For every day that you delay, I shall have a score of citizens of this land slaughtered, sacrifices made in my name. The strong shall code the weak until you put a stop to it.
The Nietzschean's words send a chill racing down your spine. They are the words of a madman, and yet he seems so calm, measured. You glance to the unarmed Spartans with him. The Nietzschean himself is defenseless. You have the numbers and the weaponry, and yet Nietzschean still seems immovably confident.
What a dick.
Okay.
Okay. So, he is aggressive, but he is also a leader. He should listen to reason and logic. Maybe you can make him... this is definitely never happening. But maybe you can make him reconsider, or at least be easier to bargain with. You have much to offer on the mighty Argo. So we can appeal to compassion and vie for peace.
Mm-hmm.
This man's words are crazed, his plot unhinged. You cannot ignore his threat, but attacking an unarmed envoy on your own ship is not the way to do this. Accept his challenge and swear to put a stop to him. Or 3, you have an opportunity to stop him right here and now. You have the people and the weapons. If you let him leave the Argo, who knows how many innocents he will slaughter. Better to end the threat right away before it grows into a bigger problem. Attack the delegation and put an end to the Nietzschean.
Ooh, that's bold.
Right? It says we lose 1 humanity.
1 humanity?
Yeah. Did I read about humanity? Do we even have a humanity to lose?
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing anything on humanity. Human! I go here. Humanity, can I go negative? No, it can't. Oh, it can. It could go negative. Yeah, so we have with 4 new things that we manage. Refugees, captives, humanity, and defectors. Yeah, let me go negative. If that's... God. I feel like that if we try to attack him and it doesn't work, which it's not gonna work.
No.
Yeah, you did it! Cycle 2's
It'll
over!
just start us off with a... Okay, kind of like the Temnos, but him in the first stage. Like, oh, this is what you must aspire to fight.
Make a checkbox next to the Nietzschean for your fight. His new rules. Oh no.
Oh no.
Option 1 is clearly not happening.
No,
There's no way the psychopath is listening to reason.
That's trying to placate Hitler.
That's true.
I mean, 2 sounds like the go-to.
2 does sound like the go-to.
I mean, 3 is bold, but I don't see it ending well. I mean, he just declared that he's going to start slaughtering people until we come back to fight him.
Yeah. Do we do it? Did we lose the humanity? I say we do it. I say fuck this guy.
Fuck this guy. Let's kill him.
Campaign loss. Alright, that was it.
He's just like, by the way, I'm Hitler. Did I mention I'm Hitler?
You guys thought Hitler was bad. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna do it. Gonna go. We lose the humanity, which I'm assuming we can go into the negative. We'll see how that comes back to bite us. 0, 0, 4. Oh, come on. Give it to me. There it is.
You don't even need to give a signal. Your comrades at your side draw their weapons, as do the guards that surround the Spartans. They stand no chance against your superior numbers. The momentary hesitation before you strike is suddenly interrupted by a deep, melodic sound. Laughter. The Nietzschean beams widely as he looks down upon you.
Yes, yes!
He thunders with delicious glee.
That's exactly the spirit I was hoping to see from you. Taste the true extent of what you will be facing.
Each Argonaut gains 1 rage.
Oh, God.
His voice definitely... Oh, well, it's actually not as deep, because that was definitely artificial. But did you ever watch 300?
I did.
He gives me the Persian, whatever his fucking name was.
Oh,
the Persian kings.
Yeah. Fuck. Can't think of his name, though.
Then we mark...
Xerxes?
Xerxes. Yeah. Then we mark B6. Okay. See how that... And then we go to 0, 0, 9. God, we're gonna get fucked.
The Nietzschean lunges with inhuman speed, closing the distance with your forces in less time than it takes to draw breath. Like a wolf set loose among a flock of startled sheep. He holds no weapon, bears no shield nor armor, and yet he matches your warriors with ease. Catching spears and snapping them with nary a grunt of effort, dodging swords and rushing in close to their wielders. Bones break, spines shatter, limbs are torn with nauseating smacks. Skulls crack like ripe fruits under a hammer. Blood and viscera floods you as if you were descending to Hades. Through all of this, the Nietzschean shows no sign of effort or strain. Instead, his lips peel back in a sneering smirk of superiority as a deep chuckle escapes from his core. His blue eyes flash with malicious glee as he tears through the soldiers of the Argo. Blood stains his fists, and spatters of viscera are scattered across his pristine features. Even surrounded, he is untouched, without injury.
That dude just fucking pulled a Madara against... not Madara. A Madara against the ninja forces. Someone at least hit him! We can't get shut out. Like, someone score some points, please! The strongest Argonaut, having the most Nemos nodes, is the only one standing a chance against its monsters, so they lead the counterattack. Who is that? Is that Telebakis?
The most nodes?
The most Nemos nodes. Raz has...
Like, is that the big ones?
It's just all of them. I think it's total.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5...
She has 10.
10, 13.
13.
I mean, we're not counting the big triangles, because they're not really node. They just kind of fill in automatically, right?
Yeah, I think it's just the total number of Nemos nodes.
Okay, so and then 6 for.
Alright, so it's Telebacchus. So
Okay.
Telebacchus is leading the counterattack.
Okay.
As your ranks fold, you push forward to lead by example. The strongest of you pulls ahead, hurling himself into a mighty leap aimed directly at the Nietzschean's back. He is exposed, focused on your warriors. They have a chance. The weapon in their hand moves in a blindingly fast arc as they slash at their foe. The Nietzschean moves faster than the eye can follow,
Telebox dies.
spinning with primal awareness. His powerful hand reaches up and catches them by the throat. No. There is a loud snap, and in that instant it's over. The strongest of you is dead. The Nietzschean throws their limp body away like a piece of garbage.
Yeah, Telebacchus died.
Damn! Damn, they just pulled a king on me, man.
Sisyphus tier. Let's reset this battle. Yeah, retire your Argonaut.
Damn.
So Heraclitus is like kicking back on the beach. I wonder how my friends are doing. Oh man. Argonauts, yeah, there. So Cersei Raz, yeah, there's Telebacchus right there. Look at him right there.
He's dead now.
Yeah, the night to remember.
Yeah. Like remember, honor blind and imprisonment.
Yep. So I think those go into the not the Nessus Theater, the Nemos Vault. I will look up actually Argonaut Death. I think they do go into Argonaut. That's 10. Let me just look up Argonaut Death. Yeah, page 10. Okay, unlike many other, your heroes are not immortal, and Argonaut deaths, though rare, will happen. Like when you try and fuck with a god at the beginning of a campaign. In such a case, include the Rude Awakening special event in your current cycle. Remember that your Argonaut dies only when explicitly stated, or when their Triskelion stat goes over 9 outside of battle. Never discard or destroy the Argonaut sheets of deceased Argonauts, as some events might reference them later. Which I'll have to go print off more sheets. But yes, so we will go ahead and I'll just go ahead and change you to dead.
Fucking corpsed. So good at this game. I already died.
It's always your characters too. Yeah, there he is. Actually, speaking of which, because we have 2 dead Argonauts, and it's Penelope and Telebacchus, both your characters. What, one seized in the goo,
She had from the fate worse than death, I think.
Yeah. What do they call that? It's the truncheon. The truncheon.
Yeah, junction.
Yeah. Okay, so fate worse than death. Of your current Rude Awakening special event of your current cycle. So is that actually in here? It is not actually. So, oh man, that did not go over well. We saw it. No, it's just a taste.
Is that his miniature?
Yeah. Yep.
The Nietzscheans.
Yep. There's him. There's the Cyclops, and there's the Goo City.
The Goo City.
Yeah. That's the Chimera one.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let me see. Let me find the Rude Awakening in Cycle 1. Was it not? Oh, it was. Oh, special event, maybe. Okay. That's the rulebook. Give me books! A special event, 119. One is the loneliest number that you'll ever do. Okay. Where we go? In a new Nemo's card from the Nemo's vault. Okay, so I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I don't think you get a new Nemo's. I think you get one from there for your new character, and I think I will too.
Okay.
But Nemo's vault. There we go. That's what I should have been looking up. Nemo's. Okay, Nemo's Vault is a deck that consists of all Nemo's cards you've unlocked during your campaign, which are not currently assigned to any Argonaut. When an Argonaut dies or leaves the Argo for any reason, they return their unresolved Nemo's cards to the vault. When you gain a Nemo's card, and all Argonauts already have two, the newly acquired Nemo's goes to the vault instead. Okay. Usually when a new Argonaut is introduced into the game, you will learn how this works soon enough. You will be instructed to assign them a Nemo's card from the Nemo's vault. Okay. So, that's what I thought. So, you're... What was it? Imprisoned...
Imprisonment, A Night to Remember, Honor Blind.
Honor Blind was a faded
Yes.
Nemo's, which I don't... I think that also goes somewhere, but... So these are going to be the two, which would have Leo Cools and whoever you pick, which you can... You don't have to pick one of the pre-made ones, but you can. There's Olympia, Otis Zero, Penelope's dead, Fisher, and that's it.
Okay.
Because
You know what? Let's have a couple of sexy chicks.
all right,
I'll be searching guard Olympia.
all right, nice. All right, so we got Leo Cools is the only guy,
Oh.
and let me find your build. You thought you had an opening. Tosses your body. Telemachus, no.
Did at least I cool? No. No, you didn't. And then you shit yourself.
Before and after your death, it was quite sad, honestly. Like, you landed right on your back and it splattered underneath your shorts. It was fucking awful. Not only do we have to clean up all the blood and viscera, we had to clean up your shit.
Wring him out like a towel. Just... Jesus.
He just, like, rips off your
Just
skin.
shoved you like corn.
Shoves you like corn. We just wanted...
Puts his hand up my ass. And I'm like, oh, I'm fucking Joe Marcus. I've got a small penis.
A little disrespectful, but...
Uncalled for there, Nian.
Hey, you used to have a haircut like this.
Until he got murdered.
No, you in real life had a haircut
I
like
did.
this. You were trying to be cool like him.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't have a full beard like that, though. Alright, well, let's put Leo Cools right there and hand me her. I'll just put her with where Telebacchus was. Which is perfect that you picked her, because she starts with a Fury.
Sexy. Did he also have Fury?
He had Endurance. He fucked. Telebacchus fucked, and we knew that.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I guess we could... the little backstory on their character that we forgot. Olympia is a kind and gentle soul, out of place in this world of darkness and violence. Olympia herself knows that too. That is why she is fighting so hard to create a better, more beautiful world. If not for her, then for those who will come after. That's how cute. How cute. And then Leo Cools. LL Cools. Leo Cools doesn't know who he was, and he doesn't care a bit. His body remembers the hardships and the struggles of a life fought and won, the violence. He treats his awakening from the mausoleum as an opportunity to become a gentler, more empathetic man at peace with himself. Nice! Dude's fucking dope. My favorite.
He's gonna pilot the Earth Shaker.
Probably. And then... okay, we gotta add some peeps. How do I add a new Argonaut? In this app. No, go away. Go away. Stop. None of that matters anymore. That is not it. Oh, there we go. There we go. So we'll hit the plus, choose Argonaut. Oh, there's some other There's a bunch of other people in here that are not cards I have. There's... I'm not even going to try. So Leo Cools. Choose. And yes, he has a will. Alright, left or right?
Right.
Okay. You will have a night to remember. And I will get imprisonment. Wow! How surprising! Cycle 1. Imprisonment. Boom. Which gives him more, gives him wisdom and... Oh, that's actually perfect, because it reduces suffer knockbacks by up to 2, and I have the Earthshaker type with him.
Oh,
I'm not fucking moving! God damn! Okay, so that's Leo Cools. Got him. And then we got, who'd you pick? What was her name? Olympia.
Can actually pronounce that one.
That's true. Choose, Fury, create, and you got a night to remember. Nice, which gives you, let's see, one exhausted gear card. And courage and more fury.
Nice.
Alright, we'll put those over there. Telebacchus is dead forever. And that was that. Good. Yeah, cycle 2 was like... yeah, well, don't you miss Crete? Don't you miss...
You thought you were big shit. We're just gonna kick your teeth in to start you out.
Beat your ass. He's just over there, like, yeah, giving, like, Indian burns, pink bellies. No, you're so mean, you're a bully. He just farts and leaves.
Angry yet?
The Nietzschean unleashes another laugh and leaps over the Argo's railing, spinning into a graceful swan dive down toward the waves far below, and leaving you staring after him in shocked silence. For a moment, you think the encounter is over. No mortal could have survived that dive. Then the city ship rocks like a crate.
Did I miss it? Did he just gain her off the ship? He just swan down.
Yeah, it's just...
Pushed by an uncaring parent. A column of steam rises from the sea, a vast white plume that chokes the air as the temperature around you rises sharply. Hands the size of wagons appear over the side of the Argo, clutching hold of it as a truly gargantuan body holds itself up out of the waves. The form is coated in a shimmering, oily hide that stretches across a humanoid form taller than the Argo's immense height. The strange flesh seems to flow and shift as the creature moves, rippling like the surface of a turbulent lake. The upper portion of the monster's body ignites, breathing itself in flames that burn almost blue-white but darken to orange, red, and yellow further up the body. The flesh on its head and shoulders burns away to reveal a gleaming white skull and collarbone.
You can kill another.
The monster opens its
We're gonna
maw.
fight him.
A gush of smoke and steam escapes in a billowing cloud as it looses a deep, reverberating howl that could shatter stone. Empty eye sockets turn downward to look upon the deck of the Argo. Then, with another earth-rending bellow, the monster lifts its hand up high and slams it down. Tearing metal, shattering stonework, and killing dozens. You immediately run for
This
the
is a bad decision.
You'll need your titans if you are to have a hope of facing this foe.
It'll all work out in the end. Fuck, yeah. We lose a hull.
Jesus.
And just to double check that we start, I want to make sure that we started with the correct hull. We did not. Thank God. So, because I was like, we only have 2 hull, and it was 5 crew. Okay. And, and we have, now we actually have 10 Titans. So, that's good. Yep, go to the Cruel Lesson battle on page 132, note paragraph 13. Yeah, Cruel Lesson. What did I say, 132?
I was basing.
Yeah, we're fighting.
Okay.
We're fighting.
Oh fuck.
So we're gonna go ahead and stop here. What time is it? You know what? This is a good place to stop. We will start next time on the Cruel Lesson battle, and we'll see if this series is already over. So I hope you enjoyed. Stick around for the rest of the series. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful whatever time of day it is for you. Hey everyone, thank you for watching, and I really hope that you enjoyed the video. If you would like to see more of my content, go ahead and click that subscribe button and the bell to be notified whenever I upload any new content. If you feel like supporting the channel, you can go ahead and click that Patreon link to be taken to my Patreon, and any help is truly appreciated. Other than that, stick around for any other run-throughs or reviews or cool top 10s or whatever I feel like putting on. Other than that, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful whatever time of day it is for you.